Hi everyone, thank you for tuning back. It's been a while since I made a video on this channel. I was out of the country and once again come to Canada after a while in summertime. It's been a great summer in Vancouver, of course, as it always is. Obviously this channel is to talk about how to reform Canada, how to make Canada better, and to give perspective from the travels certainly that I go on every now and then. So one thing I notice obviously is we're getting a lot of videos being made on Indian fatigue and immigration fatigue and all these types of things. And interestingly, the people who are making it are part of a fatigue themselves that they have put upon Canada. Yes, I'm referring to fraudulent asylum seekers. Yes, I'm talking about people who have snuck their way into the country to avail a level of benefits that are not even available to citizens. So let's talk about some of the things that have led to this, and let's talk about how to fix it. Number one, I do try to do as much work as I can to motivate policy, to push policy, whether it's through federal channels or through provincial channels. Certainly we got to do a lot more. The common theme has to be Canadian citizens have to come first. I'm a Canadian citizen myself for the last 30 years. Certainly my childhood has been superb in the city of Vancouver. Prior to that I was in Toronto. Not as superb, but still. That was the area that we were living in. So besides the areas and the past that I had, overall Canada has been a great country for educated immigrants to come and to make a future for themselves and their family, as it has been for myself. In the last 10 years, what we've noticed is literally floodgates being opened under all programs and scrutiny not being done, due diligence not being done from the government standpoint, and benefits being given to non-citizens of Canada and non-permanent residents of Canada at a level that's unprecedented, and certainly draining the system and frustrating the Canadian citizens. So I urge the Canadian government, as I am in different channels, whether it's through emails or other letters and other points, communication points, to put Canadian citizens first. We have to put the rights of our citizens first. We have to dictate policy, whether it's immigration, education, healthcare, to first serve the citizens of Canada and the permanent residents of Canada. Thereafter, we have to consider everybody else. And what I mean by that is we are giving too many benefits to people who are fraudulent in their intent, in their claims of settling in Canada and being in Canada, and we're literally giving them the red carpet treatment, as opposed to Canadian citizens like ourselves who are paying taxes, working hard, and not getting the same type of benefits even as someone who's a newcomer to Canada. Another thing that I want to see the government do is to push entrepreneurship as an immigration policy only. I don't do refugee claims. For those who are watching me for the first time, I'm a business immigration advisor. That's what I do professionally. You guys can see my channels. And the reason why I do that is to help Canada to create jobs, to bring entrepreneurs who are going to provide value to this country. I have never done affiliations with colleges and universities, especially Mickey Mouse colleges, for study permits, just to bring people who are going to do, well, who are not going to study, but rather just work on simple jobs that are not needed by this country at all. So we need to eliminate all of that. The other thing I want everybody who is in Canada and who's a Canadian citizen or a resident to stop frustrated with everything. You guys have to really get out of Canada to appreciate Canada. I mean, currently September has started and I'm standing here at a park close to my house. I just finished a run. I'm sure you guys have similar places around your houses where you can go for runs and enjoy yourself. Because you see, guys, the thing is, Canada is a really big country. And if you travel the world, you understand why people want to come. We don't have the issues that a lot of these other countries have. And we don't want to have those issues either, but that's government job to make sure that we don't have a policy that brings in people who bring in not only themselves, but those issues as well. And we've had a policy for the longest time to make sure that we were bringing the cream of the cream, but we stopped that. And I would go even to an extent that maybe not allowing them to integrate the federal skilled workers that we brought in the 90s and the 2000s and perhaps even the early 2010s, not allowing them to integrate into engineering jobs, doctors, nurses, medical students, medical occupations, has sort of bit us in the back. and it may be even a strange karma if you believe in that. So we need to integrate engineers, doctors better. We only need to invite the cream of the cream. We need to stop the refugee policies that we have that welcome people from places that shouldn't even be coming in, and at the same time the due diligence process that we do once we are allowing these people in, that has to be a lot better. And only for the next 5 years, I would even say strictly just have entrepreneurship as a policy for immigration. Let people come in who are going to create businesses, create jobs. Stop this nonsense with temporary foreign workers and international students. Make these employers who have brought in people to minimize the wages of Canadians so that they don't have to hire youth or other Canadians. Have them reintegrate these people that they have brought in as low-skilled workers, or create programs for them to get trained better so that they are a better part of the community. Another frustration is the DLIs that we issued, designated learning institutions, that we worked on in the last 10 years, allowing millions of international students to come. We need to put more onus on these colleges and universities to have programs that only are, I would once again stretch it to bachelors at a very high level, which the government has done in some cases for PGWP, and masters. That's it. That's the only type of international students we need. They should have a tangible plan, just like the government knows it does for business immigration applicants. It gives them a plan to follow, it gives them an investment amount to follow, and it does an audit on them a year later. I don't know why Canada doesn't have that same type of thinking when it comes to anybody else entering Canada, for that matter, whether that's an international student who said he's going to do a certain level of course to do XYZ. We got to have a performance agreement with them. Otherwise, if they don't fulfill it, it's time to send them back. This is really getting, I wouldn't say out of hand, because once again, you guys got to have perspective. You must travel the world. Canada is beautiful. Canada is resourceful. Nothing is going to happen to Canada. Yes, of course, the citizens of Canada are the ones that are suffering. The citizens of Canada are the ones that are frustrated, and they need better policy from their government. I want people who are frustrated with all of this immigration to get out there, write to their MPs, but at the same time have a solution-based approach to it. I see a lot of videos, quite frankly, sometimes by newcomers to Canada, pasteurizing other minority groups. That doesn't honestly make any sense to me. I mean, you yourself, everybody in this country has been an immigrant at once upon a time. We have to have better policies so that we don't bring these issues, we don't run into these issues. So it's been a long video, but it's been a while since I spoke about it. As you guys can see around me, it's beautiful in Vancouver. I'm sure wherever you guys are in Canada, it's beautiful as well. Opportunities are there. There has to be just better policy at all standpoints, municipally, federally, provincially. We have to do a lot better, and we have to put Canadian citizens first. There's many countries that I can point to that put their citizens first, and their citizens have gone up a lot in their satisfaction ranking and other types of benefits. One great example, minus whatever everybody else has to say about it, is United Arab Emirates, for example. They've been working hard to provide their citizens with the benefits of their advancement in economy, and they have a very clear migrant worker policy. They have a very clear policy of foreign nationals, of what they can or what they cannot do. Now, I'm not saying we have to be exactly like them, but we have to be clear in terms of if anybody's coming here as a foreign national on a temporary reason, they have to be leaving as such. And therefore, there shouldn't be this allowance of pathways which are under the table type of pathways for people to convert to permanent residency. Those who practice immigration know exactly what I mean. Those who don't, I'll make videos for you guys to understand, so you have an idea of how immigration got out of hand. A lot of you guys making videos about immigration, you really don't practice immigration, and there's a lot of errors I see that you have in judgment about which countries came and which countries didn't come, and how a certain sect of crime has gone up because of one country or another country. You need to have understanding of how all these things work. To give you guys an idea, there's 4 common ways of how immigrants have been coming to Canada, and it's basically through economic immigration, it's through refugee asylum seeking, humanitarian, compassionate. Those are all permanent resident streams. At the same time, what Canada did is similar to this track behind me. In the last 10 years, we opened all these lanes and we let everybody else come into, whether that's temporary foreign workers, international students, visitor visas, converting their statuses to other working statuses or residents or other asylum seeking pathways. We open all of these pathways for them. And it really doesn't make sense, because sometimes when I have this argument, people tell me that, hey, these guys are smart at the government, they know more than you do, but it really doesn't seem like they had an idea of what they were doing. It's really beyond comprehension of what the government had in mind by opening all of these tracks that you guys see behind me all at one time, without planning for critical infrastructure, without planning for healthcare, without having provincial and healthcare on board, without having us as citizens on board in terms of the impact. So it's really something that the government has to learn from, and that's how civilizations evolve, that's how countries evolve. I think we've learned a great lesson. I am a student of economics. That's my background. I do economic immigration. I think economic immigration is the way to go for this country to prosper. We have a bright future ahead of us. We just need to put it in perspective and make our policies as strict as possible for those who want to come to Canada in the negative way, and make them as flexible as possible for those who want to come to Canada in a positive manner and be a positive part of the society. So that's all for now. I'll elaborate more, but do get out there, enjoy yourself. This is a beautiful country, and have positive outlooks and positive outlooks on this world and on this country. Travel, you guys will see how the other countries are not in a better place either. We at least have a lot of resources. We do have enough capacity to get through this, and we will get through this. Take care, guys. Bye for now.